Hello everybody, it's the Game Judge here, and I know I'm a little late to the party with talking about this, but it's been something I've been wanting to talk about for a while, and that is that a few weeks ago, the fine people at God of War announced a free DLC for God of War Ragnarok called Valhalla. Now this is pretty exciting news, and yes, you heard that correctly. Free! But why would they do such a thing? But before I answer that question, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more gaming news and game reviews. This was according to an official PlayStation blog by lead community manager of Santa Monica Studio, Grace or Lady, and she had this to say. To show our appreciation for the incredible support and love you've given the game since its release last year, our team has been working on a surprise for the God of War community. As fans of our fans, we're thrilled to announce that on December 12th, we'll be releasing a free DLC as a gift to our players, God of War Ragnarok Valhalla. Me personally, I definitely think this is genuine. The people of God of War have never done anything to make me not trust them, and there's nothing that I'm really aware of that they've done, or at least not anything noteworthy that would make me think, oh, I can't trust them and this is just BS corporate talk. But I also think that it's a smart business move. I mean, this is pretty unprecedented when it comes to the games. When is the last time you can really think of gaming companies just giving out free DLC? I mean, if anything, we've been getting less stuff overall. And I always jokingly say this goes back to, if people remember Oblivion, they had the DLC horse incident. And it feels like it almost all started there, right? I mean, microtransactions have been getting worse. We've been dealing with loot boxes. We've been dealing with games giving to us in bits and pieces. Like before you would get the whole sandwich, right? Now it's like they're selling you the bun, then they're selling you the lettuce, then they're selling you the beef. It's like, damn it, I remember we used to get the whole burger when we would purchase a game or a burger. Like, what is going on here? So things have definitely been getting worse in the gaming world. And I do feel that things like this, when you see companies like this, it's very refreshing to see, and it does give you hope. And here's the thing, the people of God of War have built a brand that you can trust and that gamers trust, right? The product's good, they focus on the product, and the profit has came because of that. So because they've had this sort of long-term vision, they've been able to be profitable and have the resources to do something like a free DLC, which is in the long run is going to make them even more and more successful. So it's really good to see this. And this is a long-term game that I feel they have played very well for their franchise, and they deserve an applause. This goes to show you that it doesn't have to be 100% about money. And when I say that, I don't mean they aren't trying to make money, but rather it all works on a scale of balancing creativity and the business side of making money. The people of God of War are nailing this balance, which is why I believe they are so successful. So this is all great and dandy, but what exactly is in this DLC that they are so generously gifting us? I mean, it's free, so I guess we'd be more lenient, but if they're just giving us a turd of a DLC, then none of this really matters. Like, it needs to at least be respectable, right? Well, a lot of people by now probably already know what is in the DLC considering it was released a few weeks ago. However, just in case, let's circle back to that PlayStation blog and see what this DLC is about. Set after the decisive battle against Odin and Atreus' departure, Kratos has seen a path for himself that he never thought possible before. Brought to the mysterious shores of Valhalla, accompanied only by Mimir, Kratos will enter its unknown depths to overcome trials within himself and face echoes of his past. So this is essentially the premise of the DLC. It uses a roguelike genre where you fight through different trials and difficulties, unlocking things for your characters such as glyphs, rune attacks, and enchantments, all the while progressing further into the Valhalla story. Not only is the content solid, but the length of the DLC to complete is very noteworthy. This is according to longbeat.com, where they polled some people. Now it's a small amount, so take it with a grain of salt, but at least gives us some idea. So as you can see over here, the users can submit their time, and then on the right here, they give you the main story, which says 6 hours, main plus sides, 8 hours. And then the cool thing about this site is they let you look at the different styles when you complete the game. So if you go over to completions, you can see that length by play style, you have the rush play style, the normal play style, and then the leisure play style. But if we go back to overview, we can scroll down here and we see for all play styles, the average is around 8 hours and 11 minutes. Now, given this is only 95 people that were polled, it definitely needs a little more time to cook. However, it does give us some type of idea as to what the length is kind of looking like for this DLC. Something else to note here is if you go over to the reviews, you can see how people are feeling about the DLC thus far, and you can see here this user, Cobdobe, probably didn't say that right, has absolutely no right to be as good as it is, dropping a whole game just inside an already fantastic game for free. Sony Santa Monica are mad lads in the best way. And then you can even see here, if you look at the next user, mcruise79, finished, very good DLC, beautiful visuals, fantastic combat, and still has a bit of lore in this. I just hope this is one and done thing for Santa Monica. Really not a fan of roguelike design systems and the action adventure cinematic games that are still developed nowadays. So you can see the reviews are not too bad, it seems like, for this DLC, so I do think it's a W for not only Santa Monica, but also for the fans. So you have this very, very solid DLC that is free, and the people at God of War continue to show us that they appreciate us, and they continue to do the right thing. If you contrast this with some of the recent companies and how they're responding and treating fans, for example, Bethesda's response to people criticizing Starfield, it's just crazy to me that they're going to tell people that the planets are not boring, that they're designed to be that way. Or people defending the developers saying that because people don't know how games are developed, that they can't criticize the game, which is so bizarre. I mean, it's kind of like if you go to a restaurant and they serve you food and you say that the burger doesn't taste good, and then the chef just gets mad at you and says, well, you don't know how long it took to cook this, so therefore you can't criticize the burger. This is crazy. The consumer has their own opinion about things. If I play a video game and don't like it, I'm allowed to criticize it, right? And then vice versa if you like it. So the people at God of War are just showing us that this is the way you do things. This is how you show fans that you appreciate them. This is how you focus on a long-term vision of creating a good game and a good franchise. And these other companies should take notes. Anyways, I'm excited to see what they bring to the table in the future, and I will definitely be putting my money towards anything they make in the future, unless they decide to change course, which some companies do. Bethesda. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below about this DLC. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.